These names are very similar. I'm gonna chop these names up this entire, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. Just ride with you, girl. Okay, I'm doing my best out here. Tighten it up, Targaryens. That's why y'all, it's like 50-50 on which one of y'all are gonna be nuts. And then before she was leaving, he was like, I wouldn't be mad if you put on one of your mama dresses when you went over there. Cause when we see Alicent, she got all, she all bundled up. And then when we see her with the king, here she go. She giving him a little shoulder and taking it right back. She got a little curl in her hair, baby. She got a little necklace on. I said, girl, it is 10:30 at night. Girl, in the year 100, that might as well be 3 in the morning. There is like a saying that the throne will get rid of people that it deems unacceptable or weak. You like the sword and hat, like, I know, Hufflepuff. But it'll be like the opposite, like, get your ass out of here. She's what I would have been back in the day. I'm a little cute now. Okay, but I'm not trying to go to no damn needlepoint class. I don't care. Okay, let me go do something fun. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny ranch reviews and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. The Dragons are back. House of the Dragons. I wasn't pumped up for it at first. I ain't even gonna lie. I was still salty, still upset, still feeling very taken advantage of as it relates to what happened in the last season of Game of Thrones. Okay, I'm still not over. They announced that we were gonna get a little prequel. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I might check it out. But baby, the closer and closer that it got, and I started seeing the casting announcement, and I started seeing the footage and the stills, and I got a little pumped up. Because episode 1, if it's any indication of what the season is gonna be, if we just looking at what they gave us in episode 1, it's about to be a shit show. Come on, let's get in here and talk about House of the Dragons, y'all. The episode opens up and we get like some background tea to kind of get some information about where we are now. A long time before any of the drama that we saw in Game of Thrones has taken place, right? And so what had happened was Jaehaerys Targaryen is the king. Cool dude. Nobody had any beef with him. He was a peacetime king, 60 years. Everybody was chilling. Everybody had bread. They had 10 dragons under their control, which made them like the most powerful family in the world. But my boy Jaehaerys Targaryen was getting a little elderly. He was getting seasoned, and the law was about to call his ass home. And so he said, well, you know what? Both of my sons died. So everybody come to my house and we're gonna figure this out. All right. So everybody came and made a decision as it relates to who was gonna be the next monarch. They had buku people that could have been in consideration for the throne because they had all kind of children. They ain't had nothing to do. What you gonna do? Make babies. You enrolled your dragon already. That's pretty much all you got. The top 2 contenders were Rhaenys Targaryen, the king's daughter, oldest daughter, and then his cousin Viserys Targaryen. Now they all related. Now the Targaryens, they got to keep that bloodline tight, right? Everybody got to have white hair, and brothers is getting down with sisters, and uncles is getting down with aunties. But those are the 2 people that are in the running for the seat. Of course, patriarchy being what it is, Viserys Targaryen, the male, is chosen to be the next lord of the realm. All right, and so the old king dies and Viserys is not a king. So we do a little time jump 9 years into his reign as king, and everything is cool. Viserys the first, not Daenerys Targaryen's trash ass brother Viserys, the original, the OG Viserys. At the time he was made king, his wife was pregnant. He has a daughter. Unfortunately, the wife has not been able to have another child. Viserys, the reigning king, has a daughter and not a son. Everybody wants to have a son, okay? Because apparently the king's wife is pregnant, and the king is very excited about it because he just knows in his heart it's a little dragon in there, okay? It's a little boy, and we getting excited about life. We start to meet all the players in the game, okay? We see the hand of the king is a man by the name of Hightower, and Hightower has a daughter that's with him at court, right? His wife passed away and he has a daughter. His daughter she seems to be very prim, proper, studious, always has a big ass book in her hand, and she's best friends with the king's daughter. Basically the opposite of that, okay? She's very well loved by her family and all the lords and the ladies. Like, everybody loves her, but she's not the prim and proper type. She's basically what Arya would have been back in the day, okay? She's what I would have been back in the day. I'm a little cute now, okay? But I'm not trying to go to no damn needlepoint class. I don't care, okay? Let me go do something fun. I'm trying to go ride my dragon. She was his cupbearer, so everywhere he went, she was. They're very much opposite, but they're very much best friends. We also see a scene with Daenerys Targaryen checking on her mama, who is resting in the bed because she's getting ready to have this baby. And the mom is talking to her about how she needs to just chill out on all that dragon riding stuff, because you need to just, you know, you got to settle down. You got to find your little husband and have you some babies. And Daenerys was like, I'm cool on all that. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm trying to go ride my dragon. And the mama was being very like the year 100 mother. You know, our battlefield is in the birthing bed. We give birth to kings, and that's our contribution. In one ear, out the other, because she basically was like, Mama, you sound crazy. Because, I mean, yeah, I got a womb, but I mean, I got a brain, and I got arms and legs, and I can function, and you know what I'm saying? I can do all kinds of stuff. So now, you know, we got to go over there to the small council. Now, the small, it goes down over there. They are getting information from Lord Corlys about this guy that is causing a little trouble down on the water in a place called the Stepstones. And he is styling himself the crab feeder. So, you know, he's trying to talk to the king about this threat that he sees on the water. And the king is like, listen, we'll, you know, we don't have to worry about that. I don't think that's really a big deal. We got to just, you know, worry about this tournament. You know, I'm about to have a baby, so we gotta celebrate. You know, the small council is like, well, you don't think we a little early? The lady didn't have the baby yet. And the king was like, listen, everything is gonna be fine. You don't need to worry about it. Plan the tournament. I'm not gonna tell nobody to turn around, and they already got their hotel reservations and stuff and got their outfits planned. And I'm not gonna tell them people to turn around, get everybody ready. We're gonna make everything all right, and then we're gonna have the tournament. She gonna have the baby. It's gonna be a boy. Y'all relax. Now we get Rhaenyra Targaryen. She's been brought to the throne room because somebody want to see her in there. Girl, go over there. Somebody looking for you over there. And so Rhaenyra walks in, and it's her uncle, Damon. So he the sheriff, he the laws. And he's sitting in the throne, which is straight up treason, because you're not the king, my guy. But it kind of lets you know where his head is at. It's like, I'm going to get to this seat one way or the other. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and see how it feels right now, and just, you know, get my posture and stuff straight. So when I actually do get the crown, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, I'm not gonna have to worry about that. And they're having this little back and forth, and it's very like spicy. Like, it's very, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like what you would have for an uncle, but these the Targaryens now. You remember them twins? They was getting down on the get down. So it looked like the uncle was like wooing his niece, and she's a child. That's why they all nuts. So he gives her this necklace, right, as a piece of what's called the Dark Sister, and it's like their ancestral like weapon. Like he wields Dark Sister as like his sword, and it is a piece of that in the necklace that he gives to Rhaenyra. Talking to her all saucy and spicy and stuff in the throne room, and it was very Targaryen of them. So there's like a quick scene of the king getting his back examined, and he has this gross looking open scab on his back that the maesters are like looking at and trying to figure out why it hasn't healed, because he got a cut from sitting on the throne, because obviously there is like a saying that the throne like will get rid of people that it deems unacceptable or weak. You like the sword and hat, like, I know, Hufflepuff. But it'll be like the opposite, like, get your ass out of here. And then he goes to see his wife. She's in the bathtub and she is soaking. And she looks tired and weary, much like you do when you're about to give birth to a whole ass human being. Varys is telling his wife, like, we don't even have to worry about it. That's why we having a party. It's like a little baby gender reveal party. And everybody gonna be here and we could just celebrate, because, you know, it's good time. And so she's like, listen, I hate to be this person. I'm not doing this again. I don't know what to tell you, my guy. Milk of the poppy ain't enough. Ain't enough milk of the poppy in all the poppy fields to make this enough for me. You ain't gonna have to worry about that, girl. It's a boy. I'm gonna have an heir. He's gonna be fine. You gonna be fine. It's all good. Don't say that. Next thing you know, you'll be falling through the moon door. Now here go Damon Targaryen. He has given everybody some nice shiny gold cloaks and some new armor and some new weapons. He done fitted everybody up. Everybody's suited and booted and ready to go to work. Armor, they was feeling spicy and saucy with their little, you know, and what is this? What is that? Who is this? Am I Tina Turner? You're simply the best. I don't know why I did that. I was about to say they was kicking ass and taking names, but they ain't even take no names. They were just out there straight up kicking ass. Anybody could get it. The dude just stood up and was like, murderer. Everybody was scattering and everybody is filthy. How you know? It's dark outside. You can't see. How you know he stole something? Where were you at? How you know? Why you ain't tell me my little hair was sticking up right there? It don't want to lay down either. Anyway, they went out there and murdered people the whole night. Damon Targaryen went back to the small council. They were fussing at him like, how you gonna go outside and kill all these damn people? You ain't asked nobody if you could do that. You just went outside and just murdered everybody. Otto Hightower, the king's hand, and Damon Targaryen hate each other. And it was very apparent. Damon Targaryen is actually married to a woman that lives in the Vale. He loved her ass. He called her the bronze bitch. And then he was like, oh yeah, because, you know, people in the Vale, they sleep with sheep. And the sheep probably look better than the women. So I'm not going back over there. I don't know what to tell y'all. Damon Targaryen was like, yo, your wife passed away, huh? You can go down and get with my wife if you want to. Because I know you ain't got nobody in your bed. Quite inappropriate, huh? The man just told you go be responsible. The insult didn't match the comment. King Viserys was like, now guys. Oh yeah, y'all. It's time for the tournament. If I were to be a person, a woman who lived during this time, baby, I would live for me a jousting tournament. That would be my Super Bowl. I would travel to go to jousting tournaments, child, because I'm telling you, it ain't nothing to do. Everybody's there, and the ladies got their fine silks, honey. The king announces that his wife is in labor. Got a party after all, y'all. Let's get this jousting tournament going. This guy named Cole, Christian Cole, is beating everybody, like beating these like well-known family representatives, and we don't really know him. Christian Cole's armor, and when I tell you, I giggled. You know, he pulled down his little face shield, and I'm telling you, that thing looked just like my pasta strainer. I cackled. I was like, boy, this gotta get it out the mud. Here come Damon Targaryen. Damon Targaryen's armor, baby, let me tell you something. Fire. All right? Fire. And it's the final two folks is Damon Targaryen and Christian Cole. They start to joust. The jousting was very like realistic. I was like, oh, how are the FX people pulling this off? The first go around, pow, Christian Cole pow Damon Targaryen in his thing. So the second time they go back, Christian Cole gets Damon Targaryen again. And Damon Targaryen is holding on to his horse by the strength of his legs. He fell his ass on the ground. I'm thinking, okay, cool. It's over with now, right? Damon Targaryen takes out Dark Sister, his sword, which is a fire-ass name for a sword, baby. Now, remember I said at the beginning of the tournament, the king announced that his wife was in labor, right? So they are going back and forth between this battle between Christian Cole and Damon Targaryen and Emily Targaryen giving birth to her child. Baby, when I tell you Emily was wailing, okay? Bob Marley and the Wailers. Everybody hands is probably dirty, all right? It's probably hot in there. It's probably flies buzzing. People stink. No pain medication other than the milk of the poppy. All right, and I don't know what milk of the poppy is, but it don't sound like an epidural. Emily Targaryen's labor is not going well at all, okay? Grand Maester went and told the people, like, go get Viserys' ass up here. We gotta talk about some things. It's the baby's breach. You gonna have to make a decision. The king has decided to sacrifice his wife, who was probably gonna die anyway, to save the child, which could potentially be a male heir, and take the baby by giving her a C-section, because again, we in the year 100, folks. We ain't got it. They pull out the thickest, rustiest looking knife. The knife was black, and I'm confused because is it like a medical grade steel that y'all working with? Because all the swords in the night battle that we flipping back and forth to was shiny and they look fresh. But this one that they cutting this lady whole abdominal portion open with, that thing was no way. It was like thick and short and stumpy. I don't ever want a knife to be thick, short, and stumpy when you're cutting me open. And she bleeds to death, unfortunately, right? So the baby is born. The baby is a boy. You know, the king is devastated that he had to make that decision, because he did love his wife, but it was his duty to the realm. And now back over there to the fight with Damon Targaryen and Christian Cole. Christian Cole won the tournament. Lord, y'all. So the next scene we see is the So we see the queen's body wrapped up on like a funeral pyre, like on the beach, and everybody's out there, you know, to pay their respects. And then they pan down, and it's a little bit bad. It's a little bit bad. Damon Targaryen comes behind his niece and says, like, your daddy needs you to do it. Like, you gotta go ahead and do it. And I'm like, do what? Give a speech? She says Dracarys, y'all. And her dragon lights her mama and her brother on fire. Like, baby, my mama would have still been out there to this day, baby. I couldn't do that. And that was a heavy lift for her, and I felt really bad. That was really sad. The lady's still smoldering out there on the beach. And here come the small council. Did they have the repast? Damn, you don't have an heir now. And we gotta figure this out. You know, everybody's arguing and having their opinion, and King Viserys is like, you ungrateful son of a bitch. I just buried my wife. Y'all don't want to let me have a little tap of a little moment to process? You buzzards. So Otto Hightower, he tells his daughter, Alicent, to come to his room. And her dad is like, listen, I know you upset. I know this. Why don't you pass over there by the king and just check on him and just see how he doing. Bring a book, you know what I'm saying? You like to read, he likes stories. And so she was like, oh, okay. And then before she was leaving, he was like, I wouldn't be mad if you put on one of your mama dresses when you went over there. And she went. Because when we see Alicent, she got all, she all bundled up, clavicle out. And then when we see her with the king, here she go. She giving him a little shoulder and taking it right back. She got a little curl in her hair, baby. She got a little necklace on. I said, girl, it is 10:30 at night. Girl, in the year 100, that might as well be 3 in the morning. After the funeral, Damon, him and his partners, they went to the club. Okay, they went to the whorehouse. One of his little partners was like, hey, Damon, make a speech, bro. And Damon goes in there and gives a very inappropriate speech. Otto Hightower, being the hand of the king, got all his little ears to the street. Somebody came back and told him what Damon said. Soon as he went and told the king, he said, listen, I ain't gonna be before you long, no. I thought that you should know that your brother went to the club last night and he called your baby the heir for a date. Okay then. The king calls Damon into the throne room. Was really good. And Damon was like, we all grieve in our own way. Boy, if you don't get your old. So the king basically banishes him. King Viserys decided to name his daughter to be his heir apparent. Viserys calls Rhaenyra into like a room where they keep like one of their most beloved dragon skulls, right? And he's like, hey, what do you think about these dragons? He's basically like quizzing her to see if she's like if she mentally has the capacity to understand her power and influence as a Targaryen and how that would impact her seat on the throne should he give it to her. He then says, okay, let me tell you a secret, all right? I don't tell nobody. Sis, the word about to end. He tells her about the long night. Tells her that this secret has been passed down from ruler to ruler. Basically, is telling her you about to be in there, sis. So the episode ends with Rhaenyra being named, like the official naming ceremony or whatever. And baby, when they played that Game of Thrones theme, baby, I got pumped up. I thought it was an excellent episode. You gave us patriarchy. You gave us trash human beings. You gave us dragons. You gave us sex workers. You gave us all the things. I'm very satisfied with all the performances. Laura Corliss could get it. I'm really excited to see where the season is gonna go. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of the episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's go on this journey together, okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.